What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be drafting the most overpaid team possible. So how this is going to work is each round I'm going to pick the most overpaid player in this round, but it's mostly going to be opinionated. So if you and I don't agree on who the most overpaid player is, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of overpaid players in the NBA. But if I don't feel that anyone's overpaid in the round and I'm just going to take the highest overall contract, the one with the biggest contract is the guy I'm going to take. So basically, by the end of this, we should have the most expensive team ever. I'm not sure why, but I'm feeling pretty awesome today. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the shooting guard to be my captain pack. I've never had shooting guard be my captain pack. So this should be interesting, but leave a like if you enjoyed this video. This is just for the sake of the entertainment purposes. I'm not trying to say your player is bad if I end up saying he's overpaid, or your favorite player anyway, but we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this. So I'm gonna start with the first reserve for sub number 1, and we're just gonna go ahead and flip all. So for this first round, we have Jay Crowder, James Harden, and Joe Ingles. Okay, now obviously James Harden is getting paid quite a bit of money, but I have to choose who I think is the most overpaid. James Harden is obviously the best player here, the best current player we can take anyway. Jay Crowder, I feel like, is on a decent contract. Joe Ingles, though, is on a... I feel like Joe Ingles is the guy I should take here because I think James Harden's the easy option just because he's on a large contract. But I feel like James Harden's worth every penny with the way he goes out there and scores the ball. So I'm going to take Joe Ingles to be the most overpaid player in that round. So Joe Ingles, welcome to the team. Not saying Joe Ingles is a bad player. Don't get me wrong. But this is just how this video is going to go. I have to be kind of... Okay, this one should be easy. Terrence Ross. That is no problem. Terrence Ross definitely got a large contract. He can score the ball, but he is definitely the most overpaid player in that round. So we got the Robert Covingtons of the world, JJ Redick, Gerald Green, and Bogdan Bogdanovic. So Bogdan Bogdanovic hasn't even got paid yet. JJ Redick or Robert Covington are on like the same contracts. Actually, what is Robert Covington's making? Is JJ Redick making... I forgot what JJ Redick's making now. I totally forgot what money than Robert Covington is. So as much, I don't want to say either of these guys are overpaid because they both do their thing for their respective teams. So I think I'm just going to take JJ Redick just because he makes $2 more million a year. So let's go ahead and flip all for sub number 4. We have Robert Covington again. This one is also easy. Jeff Teague, obviously. Jeff Teague. We're going to take Jeff Teague for that one. So now for sub number 5, let's see what we get here. We have Alonzo Mourning, Drebko, Brooke Lopez, Dario Saric, and Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller. I mean, that one's pretty obvious as well. Cody Zeller is probably the most overpaid in that round. So let's see. For sub number 6, we have Montrez. Montrez is the most underpaid. Is Mozgov still in 2K? I don't even know if he is. He probably is. I'm sure he is. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure Mozgov's in 2K, but I'm going to check just in case. Because if it is, Mozgov was... But I gotta say, if he's not in the game and he's not getting paid, because I don't even think he's on a team right now, right? Or is he on the Magic? Is he on the Magic still? I don't even remember where Mozgov is now. He's been traded so many times, I feel like. Let's see. I don't see him. He's not in Brooklyn anymore, right? I don't think so. I don't even know where Mozgov is. So by default, I can't find Mozgov. I will choose Mozgov for now because I feel like he might still be in this game and I just might be missing him right now. But there's a possibility where I could have Montrezl Harrell by default because I can't choose. But I don't know where I don't know where Mozgov is, but I remember he has a huge contract from like the 2016 offseason because the Lakers gave him like a 4-year $72 million. Whatever Mitch Kupchak was thinking that offseason, I have no idea. But we have Rondo and Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon making the most money here by default. Although CJ Miles makes a decent amount of money, but I'm gonna say Eric Gordon because he makes a ton, like $10 more million than CJ Miles. So sub number 8. Let's see what we get here. So we get so Gerald. Danny Green, Dennis Schroeder, Marcus Morris, and Tristan Thompson. Okay, this is interesting. Although my first instinct is Tristan Thompson because Morris has a 1-year $15 million. I think Dennis Schroeder's making around 15 mil. Danny Green's making around 15 mil. And I think Tristan Thompson's making around like 18 mil. That's interesting that all those guys are making around the same amount of money. And 18 mil, yeah, I think Tristan Thompson's probably the most overpaid in this round. So Tristan Thompson, I'm going to take him. I'm going to start with the point guard spot for this all right, open. All right, we got point guard here. Let's see what we get for our point guard. We got Beverly, Dragic, Jamal Murray. Okay, Jamal Murray has the potential to live up to his contract, but I feel like as of right now, Goran Dragic and Beverly don't make terrible amount of money. Like Dragic makes like 19 and Beverly makes like 15 or 12 mil, I think. And I think Beverly is worth that. I think he's a decent enough player that you could pay him that and you're fine. Now Murray got himself a bag though, and he's still a very young player, don't get me wrong. But right now, I'm going to say he's probably the most overpaid in this round. Small forward, we're going to go ahead and look at small forward and see Jay Crowder, Jabari, and Melo. Okay, Melo's making like, I don't even know, not that much money, so it can't even be him. Parker, what kind of deal did he sign with Atlanta? I can't even remember. It was like 1 year, 10 mil or something like that. 6 mil, okay. And Crowder, okay, I don't think any of these guys are overpaid, obviously. Crowder is making 7 mil. So by default, I guess Jay Crowder's going to be the guy we take just because he's making the most amount of money throughout the round. Because I don't think any of those guys are like terribly overpaid, of course. But actually none of them are overpaid at all. So Enes Kanter, Thad Young, and Oubre. Okay, so Enes Kanter isn't getting paid much from Boston. Thaddeus Young got a bag from Chicago, and Oubre. So it's between Oubre and Thaddeus Young. Oubre's having a good year for Phoenix, and he was balling for them last year at the end of the season. So I'm going to go ahead and say Thaddeus Young. We're going to go ahead and take him because the Bulls don't really need Thaddeus Young anyway. So look at the center spot. Let's see Josh Smith, Yusuf Nurkic, Drummond, and Jonas Valanciunas. Okay, Nurkic, we've got to cross him off because he's on a steal of a contract. Jonas Valanciunas making a little bit less, actually making quite a bit less than Andre Drummond. Now, I don't necessarily think Andre Drummond's overpaid, but because I mean, all he like the thing is with Andre Drummond is he's a I don't know why I was about to say professional rebounder, but he's a very good rebounder, an elite rebounder. But is that enough to say? I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna take Drummond here by default because Jonas Valanciunas is only making like not that much at all. So I think I'll take Drummond here by default. But for the final pack, let's go ahead and see what we get out of our captain pack. Let's see. Flip them all. Fournier. Wow. By default, we get Evan Fournier. That was terrible. Okay, so I mean, Evan Fournier does have a big bag as well with him. So yeah, this is going to be the most overpaid team that we just drafted. Remember, Mozgov could turn into Montrezl Harrell if I can't find him on a roster. We'll see, but I'm going to meet you guys in 2K where we can look at the most overpaid team in 2K. Now have the team on 2K and we're ready to look at what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles look like. I have no idea why I named them that. I was just trying to find a team with like a cash design, like or a money design, because obviously, look at our pack. Negative $78 million in cap space. That's insane because there's so much money being paid to this team right now, like so much. That's why I was trying to find, but I just found the Ninja Turtles instead, so I guess we'll roll with that. But let's go ahead and look at the rotation looks like right now. So this is our rotation at the moment. I gotta get David Fizdale out of here. I took over for the Knicks because the Knicks are a joke of an organization right now. Just kidding. Don't get too offended, Knicks fans. You guys are fine. Well, you guys will get it back together, hopefully. But Jamal Murray, Fournier, Ingles, Montrez, Drummond, Tristan Thompson, Jeff Teague, Redick. So I did take Montrez because Mozgov's actually playing overseas at the moment. So basically, like the last time I did one of these, I did a fattest draft rebuild. I'm going to give myself one season to put this team together to be a championship team. So I think the only two players that are safe here are probably Drummond and Montrez, because I want Montrez to be the backup center, and then everyone else is up for trade right now. Jamal Murray might be safe too, I don't know yet. But so I think I'm going to grab John Collins from the Hawks. I think he could be our starting power forward going forward because we don't have a power forward on the roster right now. So we're going to do this trade. We're going to get John Collins, so that's going to be our first initial trade. And then I'm going to go that trade for CJ because I think that is a trade that is pretty obvious to take. Hopefully it's still available to me because I didn't want to trade Jamal Murray. So Fournier, that's not a bad trade either. So let's go Evan Fournier, Thad Young, Joe Ingles for CJ. I'm doing that trade without a doubt. So we're going to take CJ. So now we look at the team as it stands right now. We have Teague, McCollum, Collins, Drummond, Montrez. So yeah, I mean, it still needs some work. Don't get me wrong, but we're going towards the right direction. So Jeff Teague, I don't really want to be my starting point guard. Jay Crowder, I actually wouldn't be too upset if he was my starting small forward because he's all right. So it's not terrible. We may not even need another scorer in the starting lineup. But I think the next person I want to try to get is a defensive-minded person. And I'm thinking about Eric Bledsoe at point guard for us, possibly. Let's see if I can get him for like Jeff Teague. They want to get... Okay, I can't do that. I cannot do that. How about if I offer you just a first for Bledsoe? I really shouldn't give you one for just Bledsoe. Not gonna do that. How about let's drag on. Oh wow, his trade value is through the roof for whatever reason. Okay, a second and a first, and let's offer up, I guess, let's see, Terrence Ross, and then you give me like let's say Brooke Lope or George Hill. 451k more needed in this trade. I forgot his trade value is like stupid. Okay, Wilson. Okay, let's try this. They're not interested. They want to give me... I can't do that. I cannot do it. All right, let's try this. Let's go to the Bucks and let's ask for Eric Bledsoe and see what they'd want for him. I'm hoping something cheap. Teague and Trez. I can't do that. I can't do that. So I guess he's off the market. So we're off the table. So I'm gonna go Jeff Teague, a first round pick, and let's offer Cody Zeller as well because we don't need Cody Zeller. So let's see what this could get me. Hopefully a good point guard pops up. Mike Conley, if this was if his overall was a lot better, you know, Mike Conley, he would fit the bill. I think he's better and his defense is good, so I guess I'll do this. I don't like the idea of trading a first though. Let's see if we can just do it without the first. Okay, how about if we just, although it really doesn't matter because I'm only doing one season anyway. Oh, I thought honestly, for some reason, I thought they just threw Donovan Mitchell in the trade. I was like, what just happened? Okay, that would have been crazy. But I guess I'll just take Mike Conley. I don't like trading the first, but I'm not going to mess with it for too much longer. So, Mike Conley, CJ, Crowder, Collins, Drummond, Trez off the bench, Thompson. So, we can move Terrence Ross to small forward, and he would be a nice bench piece off the bench. So, we're going to do that. He might actually start now because he would be fine doing that. So Terrence, okay, no, he's still off the bench. So I like the starting five. I think it's good. I think it's good enough, hopefully. Montrez off the bench is nice. And then Eric Gordon, Tristan Thompson, I kind of want to change. So let's offer up Tristan Thompson first and like a first and just hoping to get something good. Let's offer two first. Hopefully something decent pops up. Let's see. Graham and Crowder, they want to get Cousins. I already like the idea of getting Devontae Graham, honestly, because he could be a nice bench piece. We do end up, and Rozier. Okay, so we're doing this trade. Definitely just builds a logjam at point guard, but I'm okay with that. So Terrence Ross moves to small forward. So Mike Conley, McCollum, Terrence Ross. Okay, Graham, Rozier. All right, now I'm going to trade Terry Rozier and Eric Gordon together. And then, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think this might be the last trade if everything works out. Let's go Eric Gordon, Terry Rozier, and a first. Let's see what this could get me. I'm hoping a good small forward. Let's go for a good small forward. OG and Lowry. Robert Covington would almost be nice, but I mean, can I pass up on Lowry? No, I can't. So we're gonna go Kyle Lowry now. So Kyle Lowry, McCollum, OG, John Collins, Drummond, Montrez, Mike Conley, Graham, and Terrence Ross. Okay, I don't necessarily want to keep, I don't know, do I want to keep the roster the way it is? It's definitely stacked in depth, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Kind of interesting team. That Conley and Lowry are both going to start now, it seems like. I guess it's just because of the proficiency that it is. But this may be too much talent, but you know what? I'm going to try it. I don't know why. I'm going to try it. Let's see. Let's go to balanced real quick and see if the rotation changes any. And it doesn't look like that. It looks like they're going to have McCollum come off the bench. So I guess we're going to go ahead and fire our head coach, though. That is the first thing I want to do. He got fired in real life, so might as well fire him now. So let's go ahead and get a good assistant coach and then a good head coach, and then we should be good. All right, so let's see what we look like now. Okay, Lowry, McCollum, OG, John Collins, Drummond, and now he wants to run 11 players. I can't do that. 9 players, Lowry, McCollum, OG, John Collins. So yeah, this is the roster. Definitely interesting roster. I'm going to go ahead and lock it in. I think this could be a good season, hopefully, but I'm going to go ahead and sim to the end of the season with this team. I don't feel like we have a star, though. That's one thing I think I want to try for. If I want, okay, so what if I want, I'm going to try one more thing real quick. So what if I wanted to go, let's say I went, I don't know, should I think about? Who should I try? All right, let's try Mike Conley in this trade and Terrence Ross in a first. I don't know if this is going to, I don't know what star I would get necessarily, but let's see. Let's just look around the league for a second. So our point guard spot is not bad, don't get me wrong, but I'm just curious if there's anything I can move up to. Kemba Walker, could I get Kemba? I have not got Kemba in this game yet. Let's go Lowry for Kemba. And I'll offer you a first. Oh, 2 firsts, okay. I'll also offer Michael Beasley. All right, I'm done. I'm not gonna mess with it. All right, we're done. We're gonna lock this team in. The salary is too hard to trade with anybody else. So let's go ahead and see how this Ninja Turtle team does and hope the most overpaid team in NBA history can win a championship. LeBron James at the end of this one and only season as your MVP. Ja Morant's your Rookie of the Year. Montrez is your 6th Man of the Year for us. Very nice. 18 points, 8 rebounds. Kawhi's Defensive Player of the Year. And Malik Monk's your Most Improved. Coach of the Year goes to Frank Vogel. Okay. Good stuff all around, but here's your All-NBA first team. Do we get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle appearance? No, we don't. Okay, so none there, and we do get Drummond on the all-defensive second team, which is good. We are the New York team, man. I just noticed that. So we're from New York, but let's see what the stats were looking like. We went 61-21, which is a very good side, and we're the first seed in the East. 22 points from my man CJ McCollum. And I just looked at the NBA app. I was very irritated to see that the Blazers lost to OKC. What is wrong with Portland this year, man? It is so irritating this year. I am stressing out big time every day, wondering why the Blazers cannot win a damn game. I know we're just not healthy. We're missing pieces, and that's that's a good excuse and all, but I feel like this team still should be able to win stuff, you know? I guess we miss Yusuf Nurkic very badly, because we need that man back bad, like we do. So Nurkic, if you're watching this, get on the court as soon as possible, even though you're most likely not watching this. But let's see. We go ahead and sweep the Atlanta Hawks. We beat them pretty nicely, actually. Jamal Murray, Jabari Parker over there. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Brooklyn Nets as well. They have Kevin Durant and Kyrie, so I have my doubts. But we evened it up with them. 2-1 for us. 2-2, okay, close series. 3-2, 1-6. We do. Now we get to face the powerhouse that is Philadelphia. What was the closeout game for us? We had 21-20 from Drummond. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we evened it up with Philly. We're up 2-1 on them, 3-1, and just like that, we beat them in 5 games. We're going to go ahead and face the Houston Rockets. We were this close to drafting James Harden in our draft. Can we beat him? 2-0. 2-1, 3-1, and it looks like we're gonna get dubs. Dubs? No. All right, we're going to a game 7 for the championship. It is gonna be in our sewer. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Houston Rockets. That way we can all have some pizza afterwards. And what's their master's name? I don't know. He's like some rat. I don't even know. James Harden and Westbrook. But we go ahead and win a championship with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from New York. That is a good way to end the video. So the most salary overpaid team has won a championship. The funny thing is, a lot of these players are like underrated stars, you know? It's not like, I didn't have a superstar, I feel like, on this team. Just a lot of underrated all-stars. Maybe not underrated, but you know what I mean. Like, they're probably like B tier, B plus tier. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Anyways, that's gonna end it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching. But this Crashables, and I'm saying peace.